Nvidia Corporation minus 18% in just a couple of weeks. What's going on right now?
Minus 6% just today, at least now. Welcome to Trading HT. First of all, remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. We're going to talk about some interesting information about the Nvidia Corporation from the fundamental side, something related with the Nasdaq, the Russell, small caps and big caps also. Here in the chart you can see a technical pattern that we're going to comment just after a few moments. So first of all, remember to subscribe to Trading HT. Welcome to our channel, welcome to our family. Let's get started with Nvidia Corporation.
First of all, guys, look at the fundamentals of Nvidia. I gotta tell you, in terms of the revenue, the next estimate that we have is like more than 28 billion. Last time it happened, it was like 26 billion the reported earnings. So obviously, this incredible uptrend in the revenue of Nvidia is still going up. So you may think, okay, if it's going up, why the stock is going down? Okay, let's see one of the possible explanations. Obviously, let us know what you think. Leave your comment below about what do you think about the current situation of Nvidia. But look at the Nasdaq; it's also falling like a knife.
Yeah, exactly. We have the same, well, not the same correlation because Nvidia is minus 6%. Another big cap stocks are like this number, but the Nasdaq today is almost minus 3%. I think 2.62 right now to the downside. So very interesting. But what is going up in the opposite, Alvaro?
Yeah, we have the Russell 2000 small caps. They are going up. The main index, the main ETF of the Russell 2000 is going to the moon. We're talking about like a more than 10% in just a couple of days. So obviously, I think there is a theory behind it. You know, it's like investors are assessing the new interest rate decision, and it's expected to be lower. You know, that means that small caps normally they suffer a lot. You know, from debt, and at this current situation with incredible high interest rates, small caps are suffering a lot. So if they do the opposite, the theory, you know, it says that these stocks should perform well because they will start to make profits better with less pressure in the debt.
Yeah, it's interesting that uptrend, in the Russell, because you can see like today it's going down also, maybe because all the market is kind of correlated and the fear is there. But it's interesting to see that green candles to the upside. But let's go back to Nvidia chart because I think it's interesting to see from the technical side this last movement that we have right here. Obviously, this gap has been devastating for some traders that were expecting the stock to continue going higher, and we also had like the breakout of this level right here, this kind of support area that could be created if the price bounced there, as it happened in the past during July and the start of July, and also at the end of June and at the start of June also. Very interesting to see how this will end, if this is a false breakout or if the price will visit this lower support of 115 and bounce from there, or if we see a breakout and maybe approaching this area of $100. That could also happen. Let us know in the comments your thoughts. How do you see Nvidia from this point? Or maybe this is just a false breakout and the price starts to go up again into this ranging bullish area. So very interesting. And the pattern that I wanted to mention is this kind of higher high, like right here. Then we have like a higher low and then a lower high, and right now it's kind of breaking this lowest part, this lower part of this pattern. So if we see like this breakout, maybe this could be like the confirmation of a lower high, and we could see like a bigger correction as it happened during March and April 2024 right here. The movement to the downside was about minus 20 something percent, and at this point from the 140 area we would be around minus 15%, and to approach that level minus 21%, the price could lose that level of 115 and approach that 100 area with more detail. We will see how it goes. This is just like another possibility. This could also be like a false breakout and the price could continue going higher from here. So let us know in the comments your thoughts. But this is a very interesting moment, having into account that all the market, at least the tech stocks, are suffering from this hit in the market.
Yeah, very interesting information. I gotta tell you guys, it's like look at the correction that we have in Nvidia. Obviously, if you wanna see how much the stock can fall, you know, based on this pattern, obviously you have to take into account what happened in the past. We're talking about that minus 22, 23% back in April 2024. Last time it happened back in 2023, we're talking about like a minus 19% with a lot of, you know, rebounds, but in the end it was bearish. And then look at what happened back here in December 2022. Another small correction, and we're talking about the small correction, minus 25%. We're talking about the stock that is kind of volatile, well, and with corrections of minus 25% is normal.
Mm.
Which is not normal is the correction we experienced back in 2021. We're talking about a huge correction with rebounds, especially, these stocks, they have a lot
Mhm.
of interest, but this stock corrected minus 68%. And this is the dangerous thing that you can, experience in a stock like this.
Yeah, exactly. It's like there would be also the opportunity right there, but if you buy like at the highest part, you could get trapped right there. So very interesting to analyze it with a lot of detail. Be careful and make sure that you are entering at the part that you want to do it. So let us know in the comments your strategy to approach these types of stocks. If you follow more the fundamental side or more the technical analysis, or what is your trading approach in this sense? Because I think it is interesting to share it with all the subscribers, all the Trading HT family. And if you're not subscribed, come on, subscribe. We know that you watch our videos and that you enjoy them. Hit that like button and subscribe. And share with us your trading strategies and trading style so we can all learn together and keep growing as traders. So, what are we going to talk about right now, Alvaro?
The
Should we see
forecast.
the forecast? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Also,
56 analysts, as you know.
that's a huge number, actually.
Yeah.
So mixed opinions they have. Like, the average is more than
Mhm.
10%. But also like that person that it thinks that Nvidia is going back to $15. I think he's expecting like a huge market crash. I'm sorry, as the one seen back in 2008.
Yeah, that's a very interesting forecast. For sure it's different to the rest, and we have the average in the positive side. We gotta say that also plus 10%, and the maximum one $200 plus 69%. What do you think, guys? Are you more in the bullish side, the very side, or maybe around the average? Do you think that the price will stay around these levels? We also have like the analyst rating stating a strong buy with 48 strong buys, 8 buys, and 7 holds. Very interesting also, and you can see the annual forecast for the EPS that we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, it's
Look
really
at
good.
that. Yeah, they expect like very good results for Nvidia, at least what we can see in this forecast. So it would be interesting to keep tuned and to see how this goes, because if this correlates with the reality, we could see very interesting price action in the chart.
Yeah, and actually, the estimate for 2027 is like more than the annual revenue we're talking about. It's more than 230 billion in that particular year. It's like 4 times the actual revenue of last year. So that's insane. If that really happens, the stock should, skyrocket to uncharted territories.
Yeah, we will see how it goes. Very interesting indeed. For now, what can we see right here? Let's go back to the chart. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. We like to see the intraday with more detail, how this developed, and we can clearly see during this last month. Let me draw a vertical line to see the exact area that I'm talking about. Between the start of June, more or less, and the end of, yeah, and right now, middle of July, we can clearly see this movement right here, this first uptrend, very, very significant, more than 32% to the upside, very fast. It happened during 20 days, more or less than a month. Then we had the correction, very dramatic right there, almost 20%, minus 18% to that level of 115. From there, we can clearly see this green candle with a lot of strength. The price bounced from there, and the uptrend was again around, yeah, let's see the exact percentage, around 19%. And from there, we are entering into this, well, we entered into this downtrend movement that could be a correction or maybe a bigger movement to the downside, minus 13% right now. So let us know in the comments, do you think this is just everything that we will see? This minus 14% is more than enough for a correction, or do you expect lower prices, and why? And also, if you expect higher prices, the reasons behind it, because maybe we didn't see something that you know or that you want to share with us, and we are always happy to learn from you also.
Video on the right for you guys, and keep subscribing to NHT.
Let's go. Thank you very much.